In a small secluded village surrounded by ancient, whispering trees and misty hills, there existed an orphan named Elias. He was a boy of 12, with eyes that reflected the depth of 1,000 untold stories and a spirit resilient as the mountain winds. The villagers had always been kind to Elias, sharing with him whatever meager resources they could spare. Despite the hardships of being an orphan, Elias had never felt truly alone, for he had an unspoken bond with the village itself, a place that had become his silent guardian. The villagers had told tales about the boy's parents, a couple known for their acts of kindness and unwavering bravery. They had perished in a tragic accident when Elias was just an infant, leaving him in the care of the village. While Elias cherished the tales of his parents, he often wondered what life would have been like with them by his side. His longing for family was a quiet ache that accompanied him everywhere he went. One fateful evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky with hues of crimson and gold, a chilling wind swept through the village. The elders spoke in hushed tones, recalling an ancient legend that foretold the return of loved ones from beyond the veil on such nights. Elias, curious and hopeful, ventured into the dense forest that bordered the village. He felt an inexplicable pull, a force that seemed to guide his steps deeper into the heart of the woods. As he wandered further, the air grew colder, and the shadows lengthened. Suddenly a figure emerged from the fog, a tall, cloaked stranger with an aura of mystery. The stranger's eyes bore into Elias's soul, and in a voice that seemed to echo from the depths of time, he spoke. "You seek the truth of your past, young one." Elias nodded, his heart pounding with anticipation. The stranger extended a hand, and Elias felt a warmth spread through him, as if he had been enveloped in an embrace he had longed for all his life. To uncover the truth, you must journey beyond the realm of the living, the stranger said. Do you have the courage to face what lies ahead? Determined and unwavering, Elias took the stranger's hand. In an instant, the world around him dissolved into a cascade of shimmering light. When the light faded, Elias found himself in a place unlike any other, a realm where the boundaries between life and death were blurred, and the air was filled with the whispers of countless souls. Elias's journey had just begun, and little did he know it would lead him to revelations that would change his life forever. In this ethereal realm, he would come face to face with the essence of his parents, uncover secrets buried deep within his heart, and ultimately discover the true value of family. The path ahead was fraught with challenges and surprises, but Elias was ready to embrace them all. Elias walked through the ethereal realm, his steps light and purposeful. The landscape was surreal, with a sky that shimmered in hues of purple and silver, and a ground that seemed to glow with a soft, otherworldly light. As he ventured further, he encountered various spirits, some of whom whispered secrets of their past lives, while others simply observed him with knowing eyes. He felt a strange sense of familiarity as he moved forward, as if he had been here before. The path led him to a grand archway made of gleaming silver, adorned with intricate carvings that depicted scenes of love, loss, and reunion. Beyond the archway, Elias sensed a powerful presence, one that called to him with an intensity he could not ignore. Steeling himself, Elias stepped through the archway and found himself in a vast, open field. In the center of the field stood a lone tree, its branches heavy with shimmering leaves that seemed to sing in the gentle breeze. Underneath the tree stood two figures, their forms bathed in a soft, radiant glow. As Elias approached, his heart raced with anticipation. The figures turned to face him, and he gasped as he recognized them. They were his parents, just as he had seen them in the villagers' tales and his own dreams. Their faces were filled with love and warmth, and their eyes sparkled with tears of joy. "Elias," his mother whispered, her voice like a soothing melody. "We have been waiting for you." Tears welled up in Elias's eyes as he ran into their open arms. The embrace was everything he had ever longed for, a sense of belonging and unconditional love. For a moment, time seemed to stand still as they held each other, basking in the warmth of their reunion. "Elias, you have grown into a brave and kind-hearted young man," his father said, his voice filled with pride. We are so proud of you." Elias looked up at his parents, his heart swelling with emotions he could hardly contain. "I have missed you both so much," he said, his voice trembling. "I have always wondered what it would be like to have you by my side." His mother gently cupped his face in her hands. "We have always been with you, my dear," she said. "Even in our absence, we have watched over you and guided you." Elias's father nodded. "But now you must understand the true value of family. It is not just about being together in the physical sense. It is about the love, the memories, and the bond that transcends time and space." As Elias listened to his parents' words, he felt a profound sense of understanding wash over him. He realized that family was not just about being present, but about the love and connections that endured even in the face of separation. But their reunion was not without its challenges. The spirits of the realm warned Elias of the dangers that lay ahead. To return to the world of the living, he would have to face trials that would test his courage, resilience, and the strength of his newfound understanding. With his parents by his side, Elias felt ready to face whatever lay ahead. Together, they ventured deeper into the realm, encountering obstacles that required them to draw upon their love and trust in each other. Along the way, Elias learned valuable lessons about sacrifice, forgiveness, and the enduring power of family. As they neared the end of their journey, Elias knew that the final trial would determine whether he could return to the living world. It was a test that would push him to his limits and reveal the true depth of his character. As Elias and his parents reached the final trial, they found themselves standing before a massive gate made of shimmering translucent crystal. Guarding the gate was a colossal guardian, a being of immense power and wisdom. Its eyes glowed with an intensity that seemed to pierce through the very soul. "To pass through this gate and return to the world of the living, you must prove that you have truly understood the value of family," the guardian intoned, its voice resonating through the realm. "Only the purest of hearts and the strongest of bonds can prevail." Elias stepped forward, his heart filled with determination. He knew that this trial would test not only his courage, but also the depth of his understanding of what his parents had taught him. The guardian extended a hand, and a series of challenges materialized before them. The first challenge was a test of sacrifice. Elias and his parents had to navigate a treacherous path, with each step requiring them to make difficult choices that could lead to their own harm for the sake of others. Elias watched in awe as his parents selflessly protected him, guiding him safely through the dangers. He realized that true family was about putting the well-being of loved ones above oneself. The second challenge was a test of forgiveness. They encountered spirits who had wronged them in the past, and Elias had to confront the pain and anger he harbored within. With his parents' guidance, he learned to let go of his grievances and offer forgiveness. He understood that holding on to anger only weighed down the heart, and that forgiveness was a gift that healed both the giver and the receiver. The final challenge was a test of trust. Elias and his parents were separated, each placed in a labyrinth filled with illusions and deceptions. They had to rely on their trust in each other to navigate through the maze. Elias closed his eyes, focusing on the bond he shared with his parents. He listened to the whispers of their love, guiding him through the darkness. When they finally reunited at the heart of the labyrinth, Elias knew that their connection was unbreakable. The guardian, witnessing their triumphs, nodded in approval. "You have proven that you understand the true value of family," it said. "Your love, sacrifice, forgiveness, and trust have shown that you are worthy to return to the world of the living." With a wave of its hand, the guardian opened the gate, and a brilliant light enveloped Elias and his parents. As the light faded, Elias found himself back in the village, standing at the edge of the forest. The morning sun bathed the village in a warm, golden glow, and the villagers greeted him with smiles and relief. Elias knew that his parents had returned to the ethereal realm, but their presence lingered in his heart. He understood that family was not just about being together physically, but about the enduring love and connections that transcended time and space. From that day on, Elias dedicated himself to helping others in the village, sharing the lessons he had learned with anyone who needed guidance. He became a beacon of hope and love, showing that the true value of family was found in the bonds that united them all. And so, the orphan boy who had ventured beyond the realm of the living returned with a heart full of love and wisdom. The villagers marveled at the surprising ending of his journey, for Elias had discovered that the greatest treasure was not in the reunion itself, but in the enduring spirit of family that lived within him.